The ranking member, Ms. McBath.
Thank you so much. Ms. Berger, it's common practice for federal agencies to work with local law enforcement, as you've mentioned today, to deliver assistance and partner on various efforts to track criminals, close cases, and share information. What specific initiatives or partnerships has HSI established in Atlanta, which I represent, to combat child sex trafficking?
Thank you for that question, ma'am. Atlanta, being former special agent in charge there, and I maintain my residence there, is very near and dear to my heart. We partner with Secret Service and state and local agencies through the ICACs, the Internet Crimes Against Internet ICAC, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling, forgive me, to identify risks for children out there. We do a lot of outreach with our Know to Protect campaign and our iGuardian campaign to educate children at all ages, minors, young children, teens, tweens, as to internet safety, parents, teachers, trusted partners, or trusted adults, so that if children are being preyed upon, if they're communicating with an adult online and they are requested to provide inappropriate pictures, that they know to come forward. They know that there's adults out there that they can talk with. It's a conversation that many people don't want to have, but we really need to be protecting our children in this fight against online predators.
Thank you. So what specific challenges and gaps has HSI encountered in its current approach to tackling child and sex trafficking, specifically in Atlanta?
Sorry, I'm still live on the mic. We work very closely with all the partners. We can always do more with more resources, but we work very collaboratively with our partners in this area, with NGOs, with the law enforcement partners, with the communities, with the schools. The more outreach we do, the more opportunities we're able to get in front of vulnerable communities and so they can hear our message, the better. I think ICE branding, certainly being able to have HSI standalone branding, which doesn't separate us, but lets us independently brand ourselves as HSI. We're able to reach communities such as immigrant communities that would otherwise not want to really talk to us or hear our message because of our affiliation and our association with ICE.
Thank you for that. So would you just describe for us the ways in which HSI is overcoming these challenges so that you can improve the effectiveness of combating crime, specifically in Georgia? I represent a district now that a large proportion of the people in my district are immigrants who've come from outside of the United States, and so I want to keep an eye and focus on making sure that I protect their interests as well, so thank you for that. What is the agency doing to evaluate also and refine strategies, address resource limitations, and to adapt to the emerging trafficking trends that keep growing day by day?
We're very involved with emerging threats. Atlanta, as you are well aware, is a hub. It is a major transit area for various transportation routes. Large cities, large metropolitan areas are often a prime area for human trafficking activities to take place. We continue to do significant outreach with industries such as hotels, hotel staff, service, hospitality industry, so that they recognize human trafficking efforts when they see it. I think many of us over the last couple of years have noticed an increased signage in airports, restaurants, under our Blue campaign, public awareness. If you see something, to come forward, recognizing the indicators of human trafficking and knowing what to do.
And I just want to say, I can remember when I was a flight attendant, I can remember, now I recognize what it was. I did not know at the time, but there would be many young women that would be put on the aircraft coming from either Texas or coming from New Mexico or Arizona, and they would get on board the aircraft and they would sit very quietly and they wouldn't answer any questions, they wouldn't say anything. And the minute they'd get off the aircraft, they would scatter into the bathrooms and scatter throughout the airport. And so now I'm recognizing that those were individuals that Some of them, I'm sure, were trafficked. So thank you very much for the work that you're doing, because I've actually kind of seen that in action. And I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back.